So one of my absolute favorite movies of all time, I watch it probably once a year, is The Sandlot. And for those of you who haven't seen it, I'd encourage you to go watch it. But it's this movie about a group of kids who go outside and play baseball every single day in the summer, even whenever it's very hot like it is in Texas this summer. And about halfway through the summer, they get in trouble for losing a baseball signed by Babe Ruth. And right in the middle of this movie, there is this scene where they all gather around outside on the 4th of July after leaving their family celebrations, and they go play baseball at night. The fireworks on Independence Day give them enough light that they're able to play baseball in the dark. In the background of that scene, there is this song playing, and many of you have probably heard it, but it is America the Beautiful, but it's specifically America the Beautiful sang by Ray Charles. And that song is one of my favorite songs because I was thinking about it recently, and I was thinking about our nation during this time of struggle that we've been going through. And the question occurred to me, what makes America beautiful?
A few weeks ago, I realized it had been quite a while since I had experienced true joy. Because of COVID-19 and all the hurt going on within our society, I struggled to find something good, something to celebrate. But on a Sunday morning, as I was getting ready for worship online, I experienced genuine joy, being able to spend time with God and worship with our congregation. As I watched from my laptop, I danced around and sang at the top of my lungs. And it was in that moment that I realized that God had given me little reminders to celebrate. I celebrated when I got to spend more quality time with my little sister home from college. I celebrated when I slowed down a little bit. And I celebrated when I got to spend more time with our students. So if you are like me, and there may not be a lot to celebrate, I pray that you ponder the question, where is God reminding us to celebrate? Where have there been moments of true joy? And I pray that we start finding ways to celebrate together, to celebrate each other. Those are the moments where America is beautiful.
This year, God has reminded me to think about those people who don't get to celebrate. I'm thinking about people who cannot just afford to buy all these yummy things that we buy to celebrate. I'm also thinking about people who are experiencing homelessness, who they don't get to be in family to celebrate. I am also thinking about people who are in the hospital and they can't be with the family, especially people who are affected by COVID. They can't be with the family. I'm also thinking about people who have to work and they don't get to celebrate. So as we celebrate, my hope is that we'll be mindful. We'll think about those people, and also if that means that you're bringing a plate to your neighbor, I'll invite you to do so. So I'll leave you with this question: how will God help us to remember and be kind to those people who don't get to celebrate?
America is beautiful when we are socially aware.
America is beautiful for the many freedoms we are given. These freedoms do come at a cost. As the lyrics in the song say, "Oh, beautiful for heroes proved in liberating strife, who more than self their country loved, and mercy more than life." This year, we are reminded of the service men, women, healthcare workers, and so many more everyday heroes that help protect our freedoms to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. So, how can we remember those who work to protect these freedoms?
we recognize that not everyone is able to exercise their freedom equally at the moment or historically in our country. America is beautiful when we celebrate the abundant diversity in our communities and beyond. As followers of Jesus, justice and fairness are values that guide us to become more compassionate people, people who lift up those who are treated poorly, those who are on the margins, and those who are different from us. Jesus gives us a wonderful example of what our society could look like if we recognize people based on their uniqueness. So, as we continue to fight for justice together, who is God calling us to remember?
Like Ray Charles's song, I really do believe that America is beautiful. But it's only beautiful when God's transformative grace covers it from sea to shining sea. God's grace covers all our families during a time like this and gives us a reason to rest and to celebrate. And God's grace makes America beautiful when we show extra kindness and love to people who don't really have a reason to celebrate this weekend. God's grace makes America beautiful through the people who make everyday freedoms possible, our servicemen and women, our people who are serving on the front lines during a time like this. God's grace makes America beautiful when we work together towards a just and a fair society for those who are treated poorly on the margins. And so this 4th of July, I hope all of us can just take a moment to notice how good God really is, how far God has brought us. I hope we can look all around us and start to notice how God's grace really is transforming everything and everyone, from sea to shining sea. Happy Independence Day, students and families.
Happy Independence Day!
Happy Independence Day.
Happy Independence Day.